The shocking truth about aging.
Slower steps.
After
But
70,
no one warned
they
us
never
about the
told us.
loneliness. The truth about aging? It's not what you think. They never told us what aging really feels like. We were warned about the wrinkles, the gray hair, and the way our bodies might slow down. They spoke in hushed tones about the aches that would creep in with every passing year, about the ways our faces would change when we caught our reflection in the mirror. But no one ever told us that aging is so much more than that. It's the quiet loss of the things you never thought you'd miss, the background music of your younger days, the chaos of a house filled with laughter, the sound of small feet running through the halls, and the gentle tug of being needed every single day. It's waking up in the morning and realizing that your calendar isn't filled with appointments and obligations, but with open, unplanned hours. It's remembering how life used to be a race from one moment to the next, and now, the pace has shifted. There's more time, but sometimes, that time feels heavier. The things you once took for granted, like the daily chorus of your children's voices, or the simple thrill of making plans, are now memories that echo in the quiet. You learn to live with the aches, the slower steps, and the way your body doesn't always respond like it used to. The physical changes are real, but they're not the hardest part. The hardest part is the silence. The phone doesn't ring as often. The dinner table, once crowded and lively, has empty chairs that remind you of all the meals shared, and all the stories told. The world outside seems to move faster, rushing past, and sometimes, it feels as if you're becoming invisible, no longer a part of the rush, but a quiet observer watching life unfold from the sidelines. Aging isn't just about the body. It's about adjusting to the hush that settles in, the space that grows between moments and people. It's about realizing that the world doesn't check in on you as much as it used to. And yet, you're still here. That means something. You've weathered storms, love and heartbreak, triumphs and losses, wars and peace, births and farewells. Your eyes are filled with stories, each one a chapter no one asks you to tell anymore. But just because the questions have stopped, doesn't mean you've stopped mattering. Every breath you take now, every step forward, carries a weight and a wisdom that the first half of your life never could. You've let go of youth, but in its place, you've gained something deeper. The person you are now is shaped by everything you've lived through. There's a clarity that comes with age, a clearer sense of what truly matters, a gentler heart, and maybe, finally, a sense of peace. Aging isn't about losing, it's about becoming. It reveals who you are when all the expectations, all the roles you've played, are stripped away. When you're not performing for anyone, not trying to prove your worth. It's in those moments of quiet that you discover yourself all over again. You're not behind, you're ahead. The mountain you've climbed was never about reaching the top fastest, it was about the view you'd earn, the perspective you'd gain. From here, you learn that achievement is only part of the story. What matters now is meaning. This is your time to speak truth, to share the wisdom that others haven't earned yet, to remind the world that aging is not a curse. It's a quiet kind of grace. No one talks about how freeing it is to reach this stage. How liberating it feels to no longer chase what doesn't matter, to no longer compete or compare. You get to be who you are, fully, finally. That authenticity, that sense of being true to yourself, is rare in a world full of masks. You've earned your years, the lines on your skin, the silver in your hair. Don't hide them. Wear them as badges of honor, signs of a life truly lived. You still matter, maybe now more than ever. Somewhere out there, someone is waiting to hear your story. Someone younger is lost, searching for a voice like yours, a voice that carries hope, experience, and the gentle assurance that they're not alone. You don't have to shout to be heard. You just have to speak. The right hearts will listen, and your words will find their way to those who need them most. You still have time. Time to inspire, to love, to leave something behind for the next generation. Your legacy isn't just what you've achieved, it's the kindness you share, the stories you tell, the wisdom you pass on. The next chapter isn't about fading away, it's about shining in a different kind of light. If these words have touched your heart, remember, you're not alone. There is a community of people who carry their years with courage and their stories with strength. Together, you remind each other that you still matter. Every day is a new opportunity to make a difference, to offer hope, to be a beacon for someone who needs to know that aging is not the end, it's the edge, the place where you discover what you're truly made of. So, take pride in your journey. Share your story with someone who needs to hear it. Let your light shine, not in spite of your years, but because of them. The world needs the wisdom only you can offer. The next chapter is waiting, and you are more ready than you think.